What up? All right, here we go.
Retry.
What up, guys? All right. What up, guys? Welcome back. This is episode 11. Episode 11 of Undercover Weaves. Let's get into it. Super excited.
Let's
We're in them
get it.
double digits. Let's go, baby. All righty. Today we're going to be talking about our favorite power systems in anime. I'm really excited about this one. It should be a fun one.
Power
and
systems.
We kind of ranked them.
Yeah, I put mine in a top 10 format-ish. I don't know how many you even have, but...
Yeah, I have a top 10 format as well, and then I have some honorable mentions.
Same. Power systems can definitely make or break a show. And for me, one show they specifically break, we're just going to get this out of the way right away, is My Hero.
Yeah, you really are a big anti-quirk guy.
I just think they don't make sense.
See, though, I guess I don't mind the quirks at all. But my thing is I just they should try to not make them make sense, but they try to, and they still make no sense. Like, if they just kind of let it be more fun loving and didn't try to make it all scientific, I think it would be better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because One Punch Man has the more fun type of thing where you don't question what their powers are just because it's One Punch Man.
Exactly.
But My Hero gave it kind of categories that you can get, but then it doesn't really make any sense to me how you can gain some of these abilities through genetic mutation.
No, exactly. The whole genetic mutation part and bringing science into it kind of ruins it because it doesn't make sense no matter how hard you try to make it make sense.
Yeah, you gotta just pick one thing and go with it, and I don't think they did that very well.
Yeah. So you're telling me someone can manifest a metal engine in their calf? What the fuck?
It makes sense to me, I guess.
Because even with everyone's power, they try to be all scientific. Bakugo sweats out nitroglycerin and then he detonates it. How the fuck does he detonate it? What? I don't know.
He just has really hot hands, I guess.
He's got hot ass hands, yeah. But yeah, that was actually in my honorable mentions because that's what holds it back. But I like how they're very creative with it, and that gets Points for me because there are some pretty creative quirks. But yeah, it's pretty shoddy.
Yeah, you get an A for creativity, but a F- for the science behind it when they try to put science behind it.
So I had an honorable mention, and then below that was just quirks in bold because I know we have to talk about it.
I didn't even put that in my honorable mentions because I just despise it.
Yeah, so in my honorable mentions, these are just power systems that work, but they're nothing special, and I have chakra from Naruto in there because there's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing special about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was actually my honorable mentions as well.
I don't have a gripe.
I guess I didn't really see a whole lot of Naruto. I saw the first 70 to 90 episodes, but I don't know, I didn't really get that big of a taste other than clone jutsu.
Yeah, see, the thing with chakra is at the beginning it started out as this finite thing that if you use too much of it, it's gone. And then by the end of the series, they're using it for days on end. So I'm okay, well, that kind of went out the window. There's really no parameters on it anymore. But it's good. It's a good power system. It works for the world. I have no gripes. That's why it's in honorable mentions. I really don't have much to say about it.
In my honorable mentions, I only have 2, but they're not. I don't know if I'd even really consider them power systems because it's just kind of how the world is, I guess, or I don't know.
Yeah,
my first one's Attack on Titan.
Okay.
And that's not really being a Titan. I wouldn't consider a power system. But
I would say I think you could keep it. I didn't really think about that one because I have No Game No Life coming up here, and that's pretty similar. It's just kind of how the world is.
Yeah, because it's not really powers. It's more a curse. I don't know.
Yeah.
And actually, my other one, I'll just say my other honorable mention, which is kind of the similar thing, is Tokyo Ghoul power system. They have Kaganes, and they actually are but only the ghouls can have them, and they're split up into different sections of their back of they have different attributes depending on what kind of Kagane you have. But then that's another thing that's just is just part of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything about Tokyo Ghoul. Maybe I'll have to watch that because I'm gonna be watching a lot of anime now that I'm caught up with One Piece.
I need to start watching more shows as well because I've just been I've just been too busy to do anything, to be honest.
Yeah, school's kind of kicking our asses, guys. Sorry about. We're gonna start grinding anime though. We could even maybe have a couple episodes like anime we both watch and finish and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, another one of my honorable mentions. I know you hate this one, but I don't think it's that bad. Is the Spiral Energy from Gurren Lagann?
Oh, Spiral Energy, isn't that basically just fighting spirit?
Uh, it, it's it's kind of fighting spirit, but it's also I think they touched on it. It's like evolution of like the DNA like spiral helix, and that's like the whole basis on the show. Where
Mm-hmm.
like through like a bunch of evolution, you get spiral power, and that's where it comes from. I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting. Like I like that take on it, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was fine. I thought it was pretty cool how you can like, it changes like mechs and shit based on like your spiral energy and stuff. I thought it was a really interesting take, and I do really like Gurren Lagann. It's one of my favorite anime of all time.
Yeah.
I just brush over that.
I mean, Simone has some epic spiral energy. It's got some super
Simone.
spiral energy.
All right, should we start with the top 10?
I suppose.
All right, get into it. Go for it.
Right, number 10 is I feel like one that you didn't even think about, and that's the breath styles from Demon Slayer.
That is my number 10, AK.
I was when I put that one on there, I'm
10.
like, there's no way Noah even thinks of this one.
Yeah, that's my 10 actually. Breath style / Demon Slayer.
We only
Really
have a
like
taste
them.
of like the beginning of what they are too.
Right, and I think it's a super interesting concept. I really like it actually.
It's just like one thing I don't understand. Well, I kind of think like say Tanjiro does one of the what are there like 9 water breaths or something.
Yeah.
When he does one of them, and then like water starts coming out of his sword, is that just like an artistic?
I think it's
thing?
an art choice. Yeah, I think it's an artistic choice, and that's what actually I was gonna talk about because I really like the concept of like breath styles, and then coupled with the art choice, it makes it so beautiful to watch.
It does.
Like, God, just episode 19, that like animation and the art going on there was brought together so perfectly.
When Zenitsu does his clap or thunderclap thing.
Yeah.
In Flash, I'm like, this is the coolest shit ever.
Dude, yeah. Whenever Zenitsu does his like whatever, his thunderclap only move that he can do, it's just so lit. God, yeah.
Because he honed one
really
skill
like
to the ultimate peak.
Yeah, but that's so crazy. I didn't think that you were gonna think of breath styles because that one's kind of slept.
That was your number 10.
That was my number 10. Yeah.
Wow, maybe we're just gonna be on the same wavelength throughout the whole thing.
That would be crazy. Well, I know our number ones are gonna be the same.
Yeah.
And
I mean, everybody's number 1 is the same in this situation.
Well, that's just universal. What's your number 9?
Well, I guess I spoke a little too soon on the whole same wavelength because I don't think you've even seen the show. And that's Deadman Wonderland power system.
I have not seen Deadman Wonderland.
Their power system, it's like they use their blood, and then each person, I don't remember what it's called. They have like some type of curse on them, and they can use their blood as a weapon, but each person kind of does like their own thing with it. Like one of the main guys like makes giant blades out of it.
Oh,
and the main protagonist like shoots his blood like as bullets, but the thing is that's like the worst thing to do because it's their blood, so he gets lightheaded and passes out.
Okay.
Is original. It's different.
That is original. There's another anime I've seen a couple episodes of. I can't think, but I think they also have like power in their blood, but I can't think of what it's called. So I'm just gonna, never mind. I guess that was irrelevant. It was on the tip of my tongue, but I forgot it. That sounds interesting. I honestly haven't really heard anything about Deadman Wonderland.
It's a good show, but like I said in the last episode, it's just like leaves you on a cliffhanger because the animation studio went out of business.
Oh.
So they stopped. Like obviously, they're not going to keep going when you're not in business.
Yeah.
So that was one that I debated picking up the manga because it's only 12 volumes.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, well, that wouldn't be that much to pick up the manga, and I probably will sooner or later.
Right.
So what's your number 9 then?
My 9, it's the same as like that Attack on Titan. It's no game, no life. It's not really a power system. It's just kind of how the world is. But I really fucking like that. I just finished the anime today actually, and it was a really good show. That first season was really good.
Kind of leaves you wanting more though, doesn't it?
It does, but I think sequel was confirmed for this year. So that's
really.
Yeah.
I did not hear that. Did you watch the No Game No Life 0?
No, I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's like a prequel movie.
Oh, I should watch it.
It's pretty good.
But yeah. I think it's super interesting. It's so interesting that like the world is governed by games. Like there's no fighting, there's no killing. I guess there is killing, but like everything is done through games, and it's so interesting because these like small games, they can be stupid. Like they have just such huge consequences. And it's just interesting as hell. I really liked it. I thought it was a super interesting world for an anime, and I like that show a lot. It's not really a power system, just how the world is, but it's got to go in my top 10.
Yeah,
super cool.
You get a better understanding of how exactly the world came to be that way in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Or not in the first one, in the prequel movie.
Yeah, Tet, like, just... They kind of explained it in the anime. They said Tet just, like, hung out and let the other gods like destroy themselves and then took over.
Mm-hmm.
But
in the prequel movie, the main characters look exactly the same, like Shiro and what the hell's his name?
Shiro and Sora.
Yeah, they look exactly the same, but they're different people, and it's like way before, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say that's worth the watch as well.
Yeah, I definitely think No Game No Life is worth the watch. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Super interesting.
It's one of the few isekai I can manage to actually make it through.
Same. It's probably my favorite isekai ever, actually, that I've ever watched.
All right, let's hop into my number 7. Wait, 8? What are we on? I'm losing track of numbers. Number 8 then is Bungo Stray Dogs Gifted Powers.
Haven't seen it.
The thing about gifted powers is like they can be pretty much anything, but they take the supernatural route, unlike My Hero. So like they don't try to explain them by science. Like it's a supernatural type of ability. Like the main character's ability or gifted power is called it's like Wolf Under the Moonlight or something. Or no, it's not a wolf, it's a tiger. But he can turn into like a white tiger.
Oh, dope.
And another ability is like this guy can like create in his surroundings, he can like make a mirage. So like make people think they're in completely different places, talking to different people than they actually are.
Mm-hmm.
I think it works better because it's not tried to be explained by anything. It
right,
just
and
is.
Right, I don't mind that at all, actually. Like, I wish that's what, like, My Hero did with quirks, instead of trying to, like, make it make sense. So I totally get where you're coming from. It sounds dope. My 8, have you seen Magi?
No, I have
Magi's
not.
Fire. And, so, Magi, they have, like, kind of 2 power systems, so, like, in Magi, the whole thing is there are these things called djinns, and there's like metal vessels that have these genies in them that grant you different powers. So the whole show is based around if you have to go into a dungeon, and if you like conquer the dungeon, you get a djinn, which is in a metal vessel. And by conquering dungeons, you get put like into like they call you a king's candidate, and these djinns have a very wide like variety of powers, and they're super interesting. It's actually a really good show. It's kind of slept on, but then they also have this magical power within them, the people in Magi, and it's called Magoi. So they can draw Magoi from like the nature around them and stuff, but it's really amplified through these metal vessels and these djinns, and it's a super dope power system. I would definitely recommend checking out Magi.
That was one that I had thought about picking up, but then I started watching Castlevania.
Castlevania is good.
And I was like, had to binge the whole Castlevania in a day because it was amazing.
Yeah, so good. But yeah, I think I might, because I haven't seen the second season of Magi, and I think I should pick it up and finish it. But
is there only 2 seasons right now?
Yep. There's 2 seasons of Magi, and then there is a spinoff that follows Sinbad. It's like the Adventures of Sinbad,
Oh, I've heard about Sinbad as
but
well.
it's in the like Sinbad's in Magi. So
All right,
check it out.
my number 7 is one that I feel is coming up on years, but I don't know how high it is, and that's Stan's
That's
slash
your
Hamon from JoJo's.
Oh my gosh! What, you have that at 7?
Yeah, and
That's
it's
just
barely
atrocious.
deserving of that 7 spot.
That's such cap. That's such cap. Stands are amazing.
They're just.
Oh my god.
I guess one thing. I mean,
Boy, that's cap. Boy, that's cap.
The thing about pretty much everything from JoJo's and up though is like pretty damn good power systems. Like you can't really go wrong. Yeah. But I just thought that JoJo's just established one power system and then buried it, killed it, and just made up a completely new one because the first one sucked.
Yeah, the first one was bad, but stands are amazing. And they have a third power system in Steel Ball Run.
Yeah, actually?
Yep.
Is that how the Zeppeli guy just like murks everyone?
I believe so. I don't know anything about it, but I know that all I know is that they have another. I think it's similar to Hamon. I saw a thing, and I think you can harness the energy in moving objects. I don't really know. Some shit like that.
That's weird. But I don't know. JoJo's just like, some of the stands are really cool, and then some of them are just like super boring.
Dude, stands are so creative though. Like that's why it's so high on mine, because they can really be anything, and any stand can like beat a different stand.
Well, that is true, except for I don't think Shigechi's stand could beat anything because it can only steal. Yeah,
Shigechi's stand blows.
And the Power Tower guy's stand sucks so bad.
Yeah.
Like that is not even, that's a curse, not a stand.
That is a curse. Joseph stand. Hermit Purple. Best stand ever.
Jotaro's stand is quite boring as well. Other than before he got the world.
The most interesting stand is Killer Queen.
Killer Queen, yeah, from Part 4.
Part 4, it's super cool. And then Part 5 stands were like so in depth it hurt my head. Like Emperor Crimson.
The beginning of Part 3 had such bland stands.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jotaro's stand is pretty boring. Hermit Purple is pretty boring. Avdol's stand is literally just he can shoot fire and stuff. And Kakyoin's is the coolest of the bunch, I'd say.
Emerald Splash never misses, bro.
Polnareff's stand is just a dude with a sword. Like
Polnareff's, yeah.
He'd be just as effective using a sword by himself if you think about it.
Yeah, but like they just get so much more in depth, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Giorno's stand, I still don't really understand.
I don't think they're really meant to understand at all times.
But I like how
question them too much, that makes it bad.
I like how the stands are basically just like your will made into something, because that guy, you know, the dude in Part 5, who's like a genius, but then he's like a psycho, and his stand is that stand that's like poisonous. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Oh, wait. What?
The blonde guy, I think he's blonde hair.
Like
he's the one who's like teaching Narancia math and then sort of kicking the shit out of him for getting the question wrong.
Oh, yeah. His super powerful one. The one that Araki just wrote out because he's too powerful.
Yeah. Like that stand was like the perfect embodiment of his personality. Because like looking at the stand, it looks so badass. It's like big and muscular and it looks super cool. But then like he's just, the stand's psycho. It's just OP. It just disintegrates everything.
Complete berserker.
Yeah.
Literally, there's so many claims that the author just wrote him out, like, because he's too powerful.
That stand is powerful.
Like, the way he got like written out was the most unexciting, boring.
What even happened? I don't even remember really.
So like, this is a bit spoiler territory. Like when Trish got stolen.
Yeah.
From, like, what the hell is that guy? Is the guy with, what is that guy's name? The antagonist.
Fuck. Oh my god.
That tells you
I
how
can't think.
memorable he was.
I can't think. I can't
But when
think.
the antagonist stole him, or stole Trish, like after
Yeah.
they went up the elevator and then they like go back onto the boat, and remember Narancha like jumped off and like started swimming towards the boat because they like left him.
Yeah. Oh, Diavolo. Diavolo.
Yeah. But Narancha jumps in the like water swimming after the boat, but the blonde haired guy, just stays there and doesn't, and that's just the last you see of him.
That is that. Oh fuck. That is what happened. Now I remember. Damn. That's right. He just dipped.
But
That's
JoJo's has
right.
like the least memorable deaths there is though, because like it's the same thing with Narancha. Like you
Yeah.
just
True.
didn't
I
see
like
it
that
at
though because you
all.
don't see it coming.
But then like I don't know, I feel like they just don't make any impact.
I thought Iggy's is pretty fucking impactful, man.
I thought so. I'm still throwing this out there. The saddest death in JoJo's is Shigechi's death.
This is kind
I
of
felt
brutal.
so bad for
Yeah,
him.
I did too, actually. That one was sad. He's all bloodied and just he's right there about to get Josuke and
I
whatever.
honestly, I just felt bad, like, for what his parents would think. Like, their kid just doesn't come back home from school one day, and they have no idea what
Disintegrate.
happens to this kid.
Yeah,
And he's,
that
like,
was a
got some
sad
mental problems.
one.
Like,
I'm
he's
proud.
special.
Yeah, he's definitely special. Should we move on here?
Yeah, we could talk about JoJo's all day, but let's keep it going. Are we still on 7?
It's I gotta say 7. My 7 is Servants from the Fate series.
Oh, okay. I thought about that, and then I thought, is that a power system?
That is because that is a power system because it goes hand in hand with the magic.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to have magic.
Yeah, but I thought that's like the whole show is. I mean, the servants are so cool because they're historical figures that are just OP, and I love the Fate series, so I had to throw them in there.
What other
It's
fates
dope.
have you seen other than Fate Zero?
Watch Fate Zero, All of Fate Stay Night, and Fate Apocrypha.
Apocrypha is the one you chose after that,
Apocrypha
huh?
Apocrypha blows though. It sucks, kind of. Not gonna lie.
I just don't. Aren't like they're like a bajillion Fate series where they're all in like different timelines and stuff, and you could
I
get
think
into like
so. Yeah, I
the
don't really get
games,
it.
and it's even wackier.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
It's
really know
fucking.
what's canon and what's not.
I really don't get it, but the fight scenes are cool, and I like learning about like the different historical figures because it's interesting to
Hmm.
see like who they are and their powers. That's why I like it. I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
think the
interesting.
only other Fate show I'll probably watch is Stay Night,
Yeah, Stay
because
Night's
the
pretty
rest of
good.
them I just feel like won't make any sense to me.
Yeah, Stay Night's good because it follows right off of Zero,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just not as good as Zero, but it's still a good watch. Like I liked it. It doesn't really make sense though because some shit goes down and you're just like, how, how did this even happen?
The worst servant of all time is Assassin in Fate Zero, though. Just saying.
Yes, Assassin's so bad,
I don't know if
so bad.
Assassin is as bad in all of them, but he's pretty bad in Fate Zero.
I don't really remember Assassin being in or like what they were in Stay Night, but
My number 6 is Fire Force.
oh, I forgot Fire Force. That would be in my top 10. It's not on my list, so I totally spaced on it. Good one. That's a good one, AK. Good shit.
Fire Force is just one thing that I do question about it is like I understand the whole like third generation like or like the generations and they each have their own level of ability.
Yeah.
But I don't really understand that like for third generation some of them seem to be able to like produce fire from wherever the hell they want,
Mm-hmm.
and that like what the hell is his name, Benimaru,
Benimaru, yeah.
he's second and third.
Yep.
But then you got like Shinra, who can only produce fire out of his feet.
Yeah.
Or you got like Sho, who doesn't even produce fire. He just has like
He just
teleporting abilities.
yeah, he just like heats up the world around him a lot. Yeah, I guess yeah, I don't really get that either. What is the guy with the eye patch? What is his shit?
Joker.
No, well, I guess Joker has like the ashes, but
Joker's
no,
sick.
the guy that I think he's
Captain of One is what
the
it
captain
is.
of one.
I don't know. Remember what his name is.
That guy's lit. I think him and Joker are gonna be like brothers or some shit.
I think that I know Joker becomes more prevalent in this season,
Well, he's
but
in the
I'm
OP.
so far behind because I only get to see it once every 3 weeks when Funimation releases it.
You're probably right with me. I've only watched like the first 4 episodes of season
Yeah,
2.
I'm up to episode
I'm waiting
7,
so I can binge them all.
which is valid because it's a bingeable show.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. And I just want to keep watching. But yeah, that's a good one. That's not on my list, and it should be.
Yeah, the only thing that was holding it back from getting higher is like the unexplained
yeah
pieces, but
it gets brownie points. Like how that's so creative that you can come up with that many different powers revolving around fire. Like that's wild. My number 6. I don't know if I'm biased because I love this show so much, but I have psychic power from Mob Psycho.
I don't know if I consider that a power system.
Dude, okay, you don't?
No, I don't
Just
think I
that's
do.
how the world is.
I think that's just, yeah, I think it's
I
kind of
like
how
it.
the world is.
I don't know, man. I think it's a power system because some people have it and others don't, and you can do some crazy shit with it.
I don't know. It's just like, I guess. I don't know. It's Mob Psycho. I never really think of it as a power system because that's not like why I'm watching the show.
It enhances the show, though, and it just makes sense. And I just love Mob Psycho so much. Such a good watch. Such a good show.
I don't know if that I put it on a top 10 of power systems, but I will say it is worth the watch for literally every single audience out there.
Coupled with the art style is also why I like it. Like the shimmering like shit that they show with the psychic powers, I think is done so well. Kind of like Demon Slayer. Like the art style coupled with like the power system just like enhances it. They just do a really good job enhancing it.
It definitely makes all the more difference.
It does. Yeah, you could go with your 5.
5. All right. We got Bleach at 5. Bleach.
Bankais, they're just shit.
Yeah. So they got their Shikai and their Bankai. And I can't remember what the original like the unchanged form of like their katana is. That has a specific name as well, but I can't remember what it's called. I gotta look it up now. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, I know nothing about Bleach. Only thing I've heard people talk shit about Ichigo because he's apparently every race ever in Bleach or some shit. Because like
they're called
races...
Zanpakutos.
Zanpakutos, yeah, I've heard of that shit. I don't know what they are. Are they just swords?
In their base form, it's just a sword, right?
Yeah.
And they use them to kill hollows.
Mm-hmm.
But the base form is like the weakest, obviously. And then like each Zanpakuto has like an identity. So like you're given like each person will only get like one Zanpakuto basically, but that Zanpakuto has like the embodiment of something in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like one of the abilities, he has like his sword will like extend and becomes more like a machete that has like in pieces that can like double as a whip at the same time.
Oh.
So like there's a small build between Zanpakuto and Shikai.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the jump from Shikai to Bankai. And Bankai powers are fucking insane. Like Byakuya, who's like the main first villain in the Soul Society arc, his Shikai is like splitting, like his sword splits up into rose petals, and then will like he like attacks with the rose petals.
Yeah.
But then his Bankai has like that times like 3 bajillion. Like he makes like freaking towers out of the thing, and then he like makes swords out of them and like surrounds his enemy and can like shoot him down. It's sick.
So yeah, that I need to watch Bleach, bro.
You can plus like you can only release your Bankai after like a certain amount of training, or like it's not something that is like basically if you can release your Bankai, you can become a captain of like one of the divisions of the Soul Society.
Mm-hmm.
Because like having your Bankai release means you're just that much stronger. But some Bankai, I don't know, they have, that's another one that's like inherent that it's exists, so they don't explain how it works. But that's not even the only power system in Bleach as well.
Isn't there a bunch?
There's like Quincy's.
Like the Quincy's, yeah.
Quincy's is just like people that shoot arrows with energy.
Isn't Ichigo like part Quincy, part everything?
He's like part everything. He's like part Quincy, part
plot armor, bitch.
Yeah, part freaking hollow, part literally everything.
Aren't the captains like brought up, like they're like hyped up to just be these absolutely OP like people, and then doesn't Aizen slap them all like without even trying?
Aizen's ability is OP, which I'm not gonna explain to you because that's like a big plot reveal.
Yeah, I don't know anything about.
But his ability is OP.
Oh, just kidding. I think I do. I have an idea because I watched the fight of him and the captains, and he was like messing with people's. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna watch Bleach. I think I might do a Yu Yu Hakusho and Bleach back to back.
Yeah, I think Yu Yu Hakusho is gonna be the one that I pick up next.
I might have to. I think those would be good because then I would, for the culture, they're super popular. So yeah, all right, Bleach, boom.
All right, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is Devil Fruits and Hockey.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, that's gonna be coming up for me soon, but
my top 4. I just think. I mean, because we already Stans is in my top 4. That's my 3.
Oh,
so we already talked about that. But I just really like Stans. But I think my top 5 are very deserving, and they're solidified because Devil Fruits are really cool because it's not like relying on genetics or like like inner power like chakra.
It's just basically what you find.
It's basically what you find, and it's cool because you can like go and search for the devil fruit that you would like. And you can, you can find one and just eat it and hope for the best. And I kind of like.
How do they know what they are before they eat it?
There's a book of devil fruits, but not.
Oh, that would
not
make a
all
difference.
Devil fruits have been like they're not all devil fruits are in the book because have you come up to the part in Water 7 when CP9 like they eat? Have you seen that shit yet?
No, they showed the devil fruits. But I haven't seen that part or read it yet.
It's not even really a spoiler. You'll come up on it, but you realize that some devil fruits aren't marked, so it's just up to chance. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, they're going to make you stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, what could it really make you worse?
And I really like how they have it broken up into like paramecias, logias, and zones. And
yeah, the only reason I would think you wouldn't want to eat it is if like you get a zone, but it's like it makes you ugly or something.
Yeah.
That could be the only reason I would think you would. And I guess if you don't want to swim, or if you want to be able to swim.
Zones, like, people shit on zones, but, like, if you're, like, OP and you eat a zone, like, I don't know, you could be really powerful. Like, if you eat, like, a tiger zone and you can use hockey, bro, you'd be a demon.
What's the smooth fruit a zone fruit?
Yeah, no, the smooth, that'd be a paramecia.
Because that's what that fat woman ate. And she became
Elvita.
Yeah, freaking throwback to Kobe.
But see, some people don't like hockey.
I don't know. I don't really know much about hockey. I haven't reached that. I'm coming up on that in 200 chapters. I never
understood why people don't like hockey because it levels the playing field. Because how is anyone supposed to beat a Logia if you don't have hockey? I don't get it. So I like how they coupled like hockey with devil fruits basically to nerf Logias, and it just worked really well together because if you have a devil fruit you can still use hockey. It just like levels the playing field for the strong, and I think it was really well done to couple that with devil fruits.
Well, I'm kind of confused on, I know Luffy has like a paramecia, which is, I don't exactly know what paramecia is.
So paramecia, it's kind of confusing. It's hard to explain the difference. I just know like Logias, you take form of the element or whatever you are.
Yeah, which is like what
you are sand, you are fire. Yeah, you are lightning, and you can use it in that way. And then paramecias, you just like, I think you can control. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to explain Because like
It's
Luffy
kind
is
of
rubber,
whack.
so I'm like, wait, I don't know.
As soon as I saw that the main villain for Skypiea was lightning, I was like, wow. Then Luffy's gonna be not affected. It's like,
Yeah,
I could inherently tell that right away.
and that would be OP though. That's like one of the most OP devil fruits in the whole thing.
Well, they said that
it's
it's said to be one of the only invincible devil fruit.
honestly, yeah, it's up there. There's one devil fruit. It's called the light fruit. And you'll see that later. And I don't know how you would beat that. It's wild. I don't know.
How
But
you
devil
beat the
fruit,
slow fruit though, dog?
dude, the slow fruit. You know what? He shoots slow photons. Photons travel at like close to the speed of light. Luffy's faster than the speed of light, confirmed. Cannon. Boom.
Cannon. Shut up.
So basically, canonically, Luffy can beat Goku.
No, we're jumping universes, but
I'm just
it is what it is. Hey, anybody out there that thinks Goku beat Saitama, you're just wrong.
You're dumb. You're just wrong.
An idiot.
Saitama slaps Goku one punch. Boom.
Like, I don't even know how this is in question.
It's not in question.
A lot of people will argue for Goku though.
Saitama. No, that's such cap. I'll tell you what though, Goku would shit on Superman.
Well, Superman's buns.
Yeah, Superman's straight buns. Dumbest character ever. So Superman gets beat by Goku. Goku gets one punch by Saitama. And then Shigechi flicks Saitama and kills him. Boom.
Shigechi steals Saitama's wallet.
Shigechi!
And then Saitama gets upset and goes home.
Because he missed the sale at the market.
Yep.
Right.
Number 4 for me is Black Clover Grimoires.
That's your 4, bro?
Yeah.
Oh my, that's what the fuck?
I mean, I'll just tell you, my number 3 is Devil Fruits from One Piece and Hockey.
I love it. Love it.
But
love
my number 4 is Black Clover. And I think they have a sick power system.
They have a really, really good power system. They do.
I switched out One Piece and Black Clover, like right before we started, and I think I regret making that decision because I think Black Clover deserves 3.
It's such an interesting power system. It's really, really interesting and really good. I like how basically like you get pages like through character development. That's so
that
cool.
That makes it.
That's like the best part, bro. That's so
like
sick.
Helps the plot actually so much.
It does,
because like the fact that they just like slip that in right when they're explaining like how magic works. The fact that they just like slip in, they can either gain new pages through training or when they're in dire times of need, and that's just like, so that makes it when they make a new ability when they need it, it's not just like pulling it out of their ass.
Right. It works so well, and it's so good because like you can only train the spells you already have, and then once you're in like a dire situation, you can get a new page and go crazy.
It really helps climax some scenes.
It does. Like when Noelle use her Valkyrie armor, that's one of my favorite parts in the whole show.
The only thing about that is Asta can't really do that because he has to find a new sword.
Yeah Asta can't really, but Asta's just OP as shit.
Yeah, he's literally like the anti of everything that exists in the world,
and on top of that, he's physically the strongest character in the whole universe. Like,
honestly, the way I look at it, it's like people say, oh yeah, he has no magic, but like he literally has the strongest kind of magic.
Yeah.
Now, after he got his grimoire.
Well, yeah, because it basically like I don't know. It kind of makes him super OP.
I mean, classic shonen.
But it's done in a better way than other shonen.
Very true.
Grimoires are great, fantastic.
I like the whole leaves thing. I like the concept of like 3 leaves is the 3 leaf is like average, 4 leaf is like super OP. Well, there's like, it's like the first 3 leaves is like love, like there's like 3 sayings, and the 4th leaf is good luck. and then the 5th leaf is a devil. I think that's really
Asta.
cool. But then that makes me wonder, how is it in the other countries? Because, like, you see Mars's grimoire, and he just has, like, it has no signifier of how strong you are on it, at least that I could visibly see.
Bro, his is kind of, Mars is dope. I like him.
Well, his is 2 stitched together, which is crazy to think about, because it's like, how do you stitch together 2 grimoires when they're not really, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense. But grimoires as a whole make sense, and I really like them.
True.
That's 2 on my list, so that's coming up. I really like grimoires.
I also don't even know if, like, the pages, like, if you have so many pages and then they just, like, fill out as you go, or if you literally gain pages. Because
that's a good question.
Because, like, Julius's doesn't have covers.
Yeah.
But then, like, when you first see it, it's like a spiral of, like, billions of pages.
Yeah.
And then after, it's just one. So I don't know if he's stuck now to just that one page, or does it, like, will he get more pages? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I know what you mean, and I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
There's probably an explanation of it somewhere.
Well, what I'm on 4?
That was my number 4, yeah.
Yeah, so my 4, I have Alchemy from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
That was my number 2.
Yeah, Alchemy is such a good one. It really is just, I don't know, I really like it because it's like science and it makes sense and it's perfect in the world and it makes for some awesome fight scenes.
It's one of the few that is based in science and actually makes sense.
Right.
Well, maybe because it makes sense because, like, alchemy was an actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, like obviously not how it is in the show. Because obviously people can't, like, transmute
you have to understand, like, the structure of matter and shit. And that's explained and it makes so much sense. And then, like, with the Philosopher's Stone, how you can, like, break, like, the laws of the world. It's a really good power system.
Everything from, like, 5 up on both of ours are just... They're very great, belonging, and they're, like, you can't really find much wrong with them.
And they're interchangeable as well. Like, I wouldn't have a problem with any of these being, like, 1.
No,
or,
well,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, everybody has the same 1.
2, 3, or, besides 1, because the 1 is universal. But yeah, it's just cool, because you have to, like, understand what you're, like, transmuting, and then you have to, like, use your, energy to break it down, and then reconstruct it into shit, and it's just cool. It works well, and it makes for great fights.
True. Only one thing that I didn't really understand about that show was, like, the soul binding to the armor.
Yeah.
But that was more, like, to me, that just didn't really seem like an alchemy kind of thing. It just more like supernatural kind of thing.
But there are some supernatural elements in Full Metal Alchemist Brother. Well, I guess there's a lot of shit. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I feel ya.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch anime, you've seen Full Metal Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody knows it makes sense. I like things that make sense.
Yeah.
I already said my number 3 and 2, so we're all you from here to when we talk about 1.
Well, yeah. So my 3 is stands and my 2 are grimoires.
Oh, so we're on the same page for those ones.
Yes, we are.
So we might as well just say our number 1, which is obviously Nen.
Obviously Nen, bro. Like, Nen is just by far the best power system. It makes the most sense. It's the most creative, and it's so interesting. You could write a book on it, bro. No cap.
Probably people have written books on it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Because I also, like, I got the, like, the overall, like, grasp of Nen, but there's still so many things we don't know, and that's what makes it so interesting.
There's, like, Nen Beast, and there's, like, the 6 different... Is there 6? 6 different classes?
Yes, like, Enhancer, Emitter, Manipulator, Specialist, Conjurer, Transmuter. Yeah, 6.
And I like how, like...
Nen, bro. Like...
They have it, like, split up into a circle, and then, like, you're on one side, and you can have the ability to, like, be so proficient in each part. It's like he lays it out so perfectly.
I love it, and it's so cool that they introduced it halfway through the show. We're big on that because then it like sucks you in even more.
Honestly, if Nen wouldn't be a thing, I think I would have lost interest quite fast. Because the second half of the show, like, you're just looking forward to each person, like, to see what everybody's Nen ability is. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed in a few of the abilities, like Knuckles.
Knuckles is dope as hell. I love Knuckles.
I don't really like Knuckles that much.
Bankruptcy?
It's just kind of boring.
But it's OP, and I think that ability shows that any Nen ability can cancel out another one.
That is true.
Because Morel says that like when two people are fighting and they're like really good Nen users, it's basically like a coin flip.
Yeah.
Because everyone's ability is crazy, and I like how like it's based on their personality. And then one of my favorite parts of Nen is that you can put conditions on it to make it more powerful.
Yeah,
that is such a dope concept.
Like that's how really Kurapika's is just OP as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Except for he can't use any of his chains on anything other than the Phantom Troop.
But wow, is he an absolute demon to the Phantom Troop? Oh my god. I guess Nen isn't really like everything because Hisoka's Nen ability sucks. And he's an absolute demon.
But he like uses it in a creative way.
Yeah, his battle IQ is like
a bajillion.
Like he's wild. I literally want the Crollo Hisoka fight animated so bad.
It'll never happen.
I know, but
I don't think we're ever gonna get another chapter, to be honest. I just have lost all hope. I don't think we're gonna get it.
Just pass it off to Oda. Come on.
Oda's style would not work with that at all.
No, it wouldn't. But his creativeness could keep it going.
That it could.
But yeah, man, it's just dope.
You also have the Gyo, Hatsu, like those different attributes as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what all the names are. It just has so many different aspects.
There's so many different aspects, and it makes for such cool fights, and it works so good in the world. And it's just awesome. Nen is just so sick. It just leaves you wanting more, and then you constantly get more, and then like something happens, and you're like, oh, what? Like when Gon snaps, you're like, wow, so you can really just like throw away your life, and then you become OP as fuck for a small amount of time. Like it's just crazy.
That is true.
And then when they introduce postpartum Nen, which is coming up,
postmortem,
yeah. You're like, well, I didn't know that. That's crazy as well. It's just.
Do we not get any postmortem Nen in the?
Yeah.
In the anime.
Pito.
Oh yeah, Pito's the only example of postmortem Nen in the anime. You get more of it in the manga.
Yeah, from what you told me at that one crazy fight that I want animated.
Yeah, and then when they're on the black whale or the thing going to the dark continent.
Yeah.
There's one person specifically that has a very overpowered postmortem Nen, and that's actually her only Nen ability.
So is she dead the whole time, or she dies and she just like can't die?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's kind of. Okay.
I'll explain it because it's not gonna. Nobody's probably gonna read the manga. Who are you kidding?
Yeah. It's not even gonna finish. So like.
Yeah. So she has like a giant cat that is like if she gets killed, her postmortem Nen is this giant cat that kills whoever killed her, sucks the life force out of them, and puts it into her, so she lives.
What that cat will kill anyone?
Yeah,
like that's just that's broken.
It's
fucking broken.
So broken.
So she's just invincible.
Well, that is yet to be seen. Because there's like the main kind of person that everybody thinks is gonna kind of win the Succession War. His name is Saridnik, and he has some ability kind of related to time. I think I don't really know. They each have like Nen beasts. Their Nen beasts are granted to them, and this Saridnik is so like good at Nen with like not even knowing it that he made his own Nen beast subconsciously. So he has two of them.
I don't even know what a Nen Beast is.
Yeah, I guess you do it for those people that don't even know what it is. They won't even like understand anything that I'm saying right now.
God, come on.
We only got the
Give me
tip of the
figure out.
iceberg, boys.
I know, and
And
we're
he's
never
not
gonna
gonna
get
finish
the full
it.
iceberg.
The iceberg's never gonna melt.
It should melt. I want to see. I want to learn more. I love Hunter x Hunter.
Doesn't everybody?
I want to see Gene do some crazy shit.
Well, Gene has the ability to like do anyone's Hatsu, but that's not his ability, which is kind of whack.
He's just broken.
He just like is that good at Nen.
He also beats up the whole entire Hunter x Hunter organization in the, election arc.
True.
So, BOP. I really liked the election arc. Slept on. No cap.
Only thing I didn't like about the election arc wasn't even the election part, but how Gon was saved. I don't like the whole Alika thing.
Really? I didn't mind that. I thought it was interesting.
Well, I guess that did open up like a route to the Dark Continent.
Yeah.
Because that like everybody suspects that Alika is like one of the calamities of the Dark Continent.
So is Aluka like actually like in the Zoldyck family, like they're actually like that's the daughter or the son or whatever?
Yeah,
or she, like, adopted?
It's the youngest boy.
Her shit's, I mean, she's the most powerful character because she can fucking do whatever.
Literally
anything.
Grants any wish.
It's just the price. Bro, I actually liked that part. I don't know, man. I really did.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of a cop-out to bring Gon back. I just wanted Gon to die.
I mean, it would have left such a sour taste in my mouth because, like, I mean, I guess...
Well, it wouldn't have if they would have kept it going. But it was a good spot to end for the anime, I'd say.
Yeah, I think it was a good spot to end for the anime. Definitely. I mean, I still, it left me wanting more, but like I'm content with it. And like that's Hunter x Hunter is widely regarded as one of the best of all time. Still, like you know what I'm saying? It works.
The sad part is I personally think that the after the anime ends is the most interesting part.
Yeah, from what you've told me.
And I haven't even read it. I just, like, from YouTube videos that I've watched on it, like, I think I know pretty much the entire story just from YouTube videos I watched because I just conceded to the fact that I wasn't going to read it.
I think I'm going to read it. I actually thought about buying them. Volumes are like $8.99 on Amazon.
Yeah, but the thing is, if I was going to buy it, then I'd want to buy the whole thing. I wouldn't just want, like, starting at volume, like, what, 25?
Like that, yeah. 24, 25, 26, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is.
I wouldn't need the whole set. I might just buy them on Viz and just read them. Because I really want to know what happens, and I want to watch the Crollo Hisoka fight so badly. Alright, yeah. Do we got anything else to say?
No, I don't think so. I thought you were going to say Dorohedoro in your honorable mentions, but that didn't come up.
Oh, shit, bro. I totally forgot about Dorohedoro.
I don't think it's anything too special yet.
I mean, it's cool. I do like it. It probably would be in my honorable mentions if I really thought about it, but yeah. Shit. Anything else?
No, I suppose we could call it a day.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Episode 11 in the books. Yeah, we'll have another one out next week. We're starting to spread the word a little more. Hopefully, we can get some more listeners, and we might start streaming
building
live
the community. Hopefully.
Yeah. And check out that new cover art, baby.
Yeah, looking good. We're becoming professionals.
We're
becoming professionals. Maybe we'll get like an opening tune or something, but that's to be seen.
That's to be seen. A little jingle. Then we'll really be cooking with gas.
No, then we'll just explode with viewers, won't we?
That would be great. That would be so much fun. Then we could actually interact with our fans and stuff. That'd be cool.
Yep. Well,
yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Till next time.
Till next time. Take it easy.